Hi, Kelly Watkins here, co-owner Paradise Jewelry and Pawn in Northport, Florida. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the 300 Blackout and feeding issues and reliability. When I decided to buy a 300 Blackout, I started doing research and I read about feeding issues with the combination of buffer tubes, springs, buffers, magazines, bolt carrier groups, and different ammunitions. So this is what I came up with after I did my research. I started out with a Rock River Arms lower. It's a standard 223 5.56 lower with the standard buffer and spring. And then I bought a hardened arms upper. And at the time I'd never heard of hardened arms. And I did some research. I couldn't find anything on YouTube. I couldn't find anything on the forums. Just some people asking about hardened arms and if they're any good or reliable. I've had no issues with it. I think it's great. I absolutely love it. This is a 16-inch stainless steel barrel. It came with no BCG or charging handle. What I did is I bought a full auto bolt carrier group. If you look here, you'll see the difference in a full auto bolt carrier group. There's a little more metal on it right here, a little less on the one that's not full auto. I've read that helps in the reliability of the gun and feeding. So far it's been a good for what I've done. I also read about magazines. 30-round magazines. I read that people have a problem with 30-round magazines. I did end up buying a Lancer. I believe it's called a Lancer Advanced Warfighter magazine. They have metal feeding lips on it. They're made out of polymer. You can get them in smoke or black. 20 rounders I read were the best, so I tried it. I've had no problem there. I did try a bunch of different kinds of ammunition for the 300 Blackout. A company here called Right to Bear Arms. That's a 208 grain AMAX bullet, subsonic. I tried the Wilson Combat 300 Blackout 220 grain, and that's a subsonic ammunition. I also tried the Remington 220 grain subsonic ammunition, and I tried the Remington 120 grain supersonic ammunition. I also loaded some of my own with the 110 grain Barnes TX bullet. That's a solid copper bullet, and I had no problems feeding anything as far as, supersonic, subsonic, suppressed or unsuppressed. And with the suppressor, I'm using the Omega, made by Silencer Co. I've had no issues whatsoever so far with the 16-inch upper. It's been a good combination. That's the full auto bolt carrier group. It's nickel boron coated. I've got the Lancer Advanced Warfighter magazine and a standard 223 lower. If you have any questions, please ask. I'll answer them the best I can. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for up and coming videos. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. And remember, safety first.